don't want to hang around with a bunch of fucking girls. It's boring. And I don't mean it disrespectfully. I wake up and I'd rather make money, do interesting, big, important things than sit around having fucking date night. I don't want to sit there and hold hands and watch a movie. It's gay. I don't want to hang out with girls.
How's that gay?
Because it's gay.
But you're holding hands with a girl.
Yeah, but who hangs out with girls in high school?
In high school?
When you're in high school and you see a dude hang out with a bunch of girls, what is he?
Oh, well, I mean,
gay.
there's gay guys that have a lot of girlfriends.
Right.
But...
So
wait. I wouldn't say watching a movie with a girl's gay, though.
No, the point I'm making is, as a man, obviously you have romantic interests with a female. Obviously you want progeny and children. Obviously we all feel love. We want to protect and provide the women we care about, of course. I understand all of that. But if you're a man who's truly busy in your empire building, you don't want to sit around with girls all day. You don't want to hang out with girls as your best friend. Your girlfriend doesn't need to be your best friend. She's your girlfriend. It's a very different category. I wake up every day. I'm with my brother. I'm with my guys. We have an empire. We have work to do. We have very important things to achieve. We work all the time. We get all of it done. My girlfriend's around sometimes, but there's none of this. Me and my girlfriend are best friends. Let's hold hands. Let's watch movies. We have the same interests. That is gay. That's what gay dudes do. There's a whole bunch of men in relationships with girls who are gay. Yes. But straight men were too busy making enough money to have a third yacht. And then before you know it, all of the gay men who were chasing the real actual hot girls and getting ignored, those hot girls end up on our yachts. We're not chasing them. We're not hanging out with them as fucking friends. We don't care. You want to come? Yeah, okay. Yes, here's a dress.
So where do you draw the line on like the gayness too? So if I have a girl, no holding hands, no dates.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is
I can't take her golfing.
No,
like,
of course
what if we both like golf?
I'm not saying that because
I don't want to be gay though.
No, of course.
But I did date a girl and we both like golf. So now I'm kind of questioning my sexuality.
Close. No, the point I'm making is that there's a lot of men who feel like, and in fact, let's analyze this another way. Let me make it clearer. How potent you are as a man directly correlates to how much time you have to dedicate towards nearly anything. Doesn't matter what it is, right? If you have strong alcohol, you need less of it to get drunk than if you have weak alcohol. So you have men who perhaps are not that important or that successful or that capable or that interesting or that battle hardened or that rich, whatever it is. They're the normal man. The only thing they have to give a woman is time. That's all they have. They have nothing else to give. So they spend all of their time with a girl all of the time, which means they end up basically being her best friend and shared interests and all this crap, which is fine. But if you're truly a really interesting, capable man, you don't have to do that because you're doing other interesting things that big king-making empire builders do. And yeah, you see girls sometimes, but they're not your best friend and they're not your primary interest either. They're the side effect of your monumental achievements. It's very different than being sitting there with a girl all day, every day and saying, she's my best friend. I couldn't live without her. Yeah, we share the same hobbies. Oh my God, we like the same movies. Yeah, we do the same thing. That's very different than me and T saying, okay, all right, we have to fly to Istanbul to check on our yacht. Which girl's coming? Yeah, come. And put them on the jet at the back so they can talk girl shit. Me and Tristan could talk fucking yacht shit. It's different. It's just a different mentality. It's really not that different. Don't you remember when you were growing up, perhaps the 8 years makes a big difference. When I was growing up at Christmas dinner, the men sat with the men and the girls and the wives and the children sat on another table. That's how I grew up. All the women and all the children were on one table and all the men were on another table. Nowadays, it's gotten so fucked up. You got the men and the women, the husband and wife all together around the same table. The men are trying to have a conversation. Some dude's wife fucking pipes up. Some wife is just interrupting 8 full-grown men with her opinion that she fucking heard from Whoopi Goldberg. What the fuck? I didn't grow up that way. I grew up when men are talking. You don't interrupt men are talking. It's the man's table. Men are talking. That's how I grew up. And you had a woman, of course, and she had her jobs and you had your job, but you're busy doing things with the men. That's how you grew up. That's why I live with my brother and my team still to this day at 30 years old. We have a huge mansion and us guys live together. We wake up every day, we get some fucking money. That's it. But if you wake up every day with your girlfriend and want to make TikToks, and some dudes do, they wake up every day with their girlfriend and they make those TikToks.
That shit's gay. Oh, I'll agree on
thank
that.
you.
That
and
shit's
they're like,
gay.
Fake argument with a pillow and like, oh, you're fucking homos. You're homosexuals.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck how straight you think you are. You can have gay sex with a bitch because you clearly are.
I agree.
It's gay. So there's a level of obsession with a woman that makes you gay. Yes. Only gay men are overly obsessed with women on that level. And truthfully, I'll say something else controversial because I might as well get myself in trouble. I'm good at that. There's also a whole bunch of men who are obsessed over women they don't even have children with. A relationship isn't even serious without a kid. Like the marriage doesn't mean anything. The piece of paper doesn't mean anything. Moving in together doesn't mean anything. Holding hands means nothing. TikTok means nothing. A ring means nothing. Bouquets mean nothing. Anniversaries mean nothing. Birthdays mean nothing. It's all bullshit. Until you have a fucking child with a woman, it's all just a waste of time anyway. I see dudes crying their eyes out over women who've left them. Oh, she left me. How long are we together? Oh, 2 years. And you ain't got a kid? No. So what the fuck were you doing? TikTok? 2 years with a woman, now she's left. It was a waste of time anyway. So a relationship's not even serious. If a woman doesn't even give me a child, why the fuck would I sit and listen to her crap? Why am I going to sit there? Of all the people, I could talk to you, I could talk to PBD, I could talk to Trump, I could talk to all the most important, interesting people on the planet. But no, instead of doing that, I'm going to sit there and listen to her with her opinions. And she didn't even give me a kid. What the fuck's she going to talk about? Sex in the City?
Well, I think sometimes the guys are scared of having a kid, right? Like if I was dating a girl for a year, don't you gotta be careful like who you have a kid with?
Why?
Like that girl's gonna be in your life forever then.
No, she's not. The kid is.
Well, you're still gonna have to interact with her and shit. She's gonna have to text you. You're gonna have to see her.
You haven't got to see her all the time. You know what it is? It's kind of.
What, you think I'm overthinking that?
Of course you are, because it's
I don't know.
maybe I'm just more militant. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe I'm just.
Well, you
like,
definitely are, but
well, no disrespect. I'm busy. See you in 6 months. Send kid here. Thanks. What the fuck?
so that's how you handle it?
Yeah, like I'm busy.
It's just all over text?
I'm busy.
Okay,
Yeah, I
okay.
mean,
So it's just like drop them at the front door.
yeah, I mean, I don't want to offend them, and they know me well enough to know that it's not offensive. I've just got important things to do. I don't have
Okay.
time to sit around, go golf. No, I'm joking. You're my friend, but no, you know what I mean.
You don't like golf? You
No,
could throw.
I'm shit at golf, bro. I've tried once and I quit.
Yeah.
But the point I'm making here is this. Let me surmise, because I've said a lot. Elon is putting rockets in space. Elon is one of the most important men on the planet. He's trying to fix all the government corruption. He doesn't have time to sit around and be a boyfriend. He's better than that. It would be a waste of Elon's monumental capabilities for him to sit around and play boyfriend and watch a shit movie with a chick. He knows it, and she should know it.
I see what you're saying.
They should have a kid. He should go back to work. That's what he should do, because he is a very important man. Now, if you're Joe Schmo with fuck all else to do, cool. Sit around, make TikToks with your woman. Fine. I have better things to do. That's all I'm trying to say.
No, that makes sense.
I live with my wife. I still spend a whole lot of time with my friends and in the company of men. Look at how much time I spend with you guys. I'm live usually twice a day in the chats all the time. I think that's important. I fight a decent amount of time still of the week. And I think it's important to be surrounded by both energies and to be around people that are fired up and excited and trying to make it. And, you know, that's awesome. Yes, you can do both. It's possible.